back to another episode of Ment Event Podcast News. My name is Jaime, and I'm sure you heard what's going on last night, as of last night. And without further ado, let's get into this news.
This said, take a look at what happened.
There's a lot of commotion going on there. So as you've seen last night all over the news and what's going on today with more and more updates, there was a lot of crazy situation yesterday while the former president was doing a rally. There was an attempt on his life. And man, oh man, I mean, like I said before, it's like, put on your seatbelts because you just never know what's going to happen on this news. And I know I like to have fun with some of the news and things like that. And this is just sometimes you got to hit the brakes a little bit and take a look at something for real because, like, whoa. There's so many things going on here, man. There's so much things to see here.
Like they said,
look at this.
Take a look at what happened.
This was another angle. At a time right now where we've been so, separated and divided, I feel like this is more time than ever to become united. Fuck all the BS, all the bullshit that everybody's been trying to push down your throats. Just sit back a minute. There's something for real going on here. And if you don't really see what's happening, then, maybe you're part of the problem because we're trying to find solutions here. And people are talking about we're going to preach unity and preach this and that when we've been super divided lately. And this is just really wild. There's just crazy times right now. And I know some people have lost their lives. So my condolences to the family and the injured out there and the ones who lost their lives out there. This is just some crazy, crazy things going on. And this is where I believe more than ever, this message has been clear. I did an episode just previously where they were making this as people were saying they wanted our current president to do a such thing that was attempted yesterday. They were like, you can use your presidential power to do such things. And there was people out there, putting messages out there on Twitter. There was a guy named Harry Sisson. I don't care. The dude put it out there in the public, right? You might as well just put his name out there. And he wrote, according to the Supreme Court, Biden could now send in SEAL Team 6 to take out all of them out. He could send in the military to take out Trump. He has immunity for all official acts now. People were saying these things. And you saw my video from last episode from the clips where people were saying he could do this thing and use his power now to do the same type of situation where someone has attempted yesterday. And these are some wild times. Just wild times right now because, some people think he's a danger to the country and then some people think he's good for the country. What's happening right now can't be good for the country. People are paying... It's hard for people to pay for where we live in our own homes, whether it's an apartment or a house you're renting or a house that you're trying to own. It's hard to just even go get groceries on a weekly basis, let alone what you used to provide your family with for the week, or let alone for the however it was you shopped, whether it was every other day or every other week or however you could do your shopping. Stuff is just flat out getting tougher and tougher by the day. And then you had somebody here that and things didn't seem like that. And people are saying that was a bad thing. And I'm not trying to make you choose your sides or trying to make you do this and that and trying to tip your scales in any direction. But there's somebody out here that's, like I said, I'm not the one who started this quote, but there was somebody out there that said he's a billionaire who could be chilling out in a boat on his yachts, going out there to all the golf courses, doing his thing, doing whatever he wants. But this guy's out here trying to fight for this country that he loves. And for some reason, a lot of people behind the scenes that we don't know about, whoever this powers that be you've been hearing lately in a lot of quotes, have a problem with that. And this is just proof right here in the pudding, if you don't see it. And then there's a clip coming out by individual claims. There was sightings of the shooter beforehand, and I don't know the legitimacy of the footage, but I'm going to share this with you anyways. Like I said, I don't know if this is like, had been fact checked or anything, but this is some footage from someone that claims they had seen the shooter, prior to the event.
And listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking on this, we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
The rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, oh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him up the stage? I'm standing there.
Exactly.
For 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain
Wow.
the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up
you
there.
saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police, we were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
Binoculars.
Could they see it?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? This is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the
Wow.
shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew
Whoa.
his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
Absolutely, 100%. Yep.
So, like I said, I don't know the legitimacy of that guy's claims, but I just wanted to share the footage. That footage has been going around lately, and like I said, this has just been bananas. If they saw this person and allowed him to get into position to make this attempt, it just raises even more questions. This raises even more questions. And like I said, then you see these people, that were egging on this type of behavior and trying to make this stuff happen and tell our current president to make this move. And then a move like this happens towards our former president. And then now all these conspiracy people are going to point the fingers at our current administration and probably say all these things. Like this is their move, like I said. But I don't know if it's that current administration. But like I said, there's a lot of big things wrong with this picture. And like I said, and when you see people say things like this.
About this, it just happened. I haven't even had a second to process.
Wow.
You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew and he missed? We were a second away. We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone, and you missed. There was a white man attached to that trigger. I know it. We were a centimeter away. Ah!
So apparently, I guess, she said the white man is not a good shot, and not to make a light of the subject or anything. This is just wild to me. That there's, like I said, there's something going on behind the scenes that we need to pay more attention about right now. We need to give a fuck about Bigfoot, okay? We need to give a fuck about, aliens and shit. There's a bigger picture happening here. And for the fact that former President Trump survived this, and we're still going to have this, thing happening Thursday, all these things happening all the way up to the election. And I think hopefully they're smart enough and everybody's ready and prepared to amp up the security for something or anything, or whatever the heck could be happening, just be prepared for the worst, because I mean they're gonna do, obviously they're gonna go hold no stops or go no holds barred, or however you want to explain this, to try to stop you from regaining office. And as an American, that scares me. On an honest tip, like a lot of people, can sit up here and do this, what I like to call the Warner Brothers frog mentality, where you're around a group of people or certain people, or maybe you're even out here as an influencer, and you're a bigger influencer than me and all that. Like I said, I'm new to the game, and I appreciate the viewers I have, and maybe you got a big following or a big circle, and you guys are doing this, what, like I said, the Warner Brothers frog mentality, where you guys are like talking all this shit like you would of this and you would of that, hello my baby, hello my darling, and when it comes down to the real action, you guys are nothing. They're like, ribbit. But right now, more than ever, this is not the time to have that mentality. If you are who you are, and you have the influence that you have, and you have, the following that you have, and people sit there and like listen to you actually say something, even if it's nothing. More than ever, we need to try to bring everybody together, because this is just bananas right now. And we should all be giving a shit. Well, my name is Jaime, and I'll see y'all next time. See ya.